So, tonight's video then, as we're getting around to it now, is we've got, last week we went through the Age of Sigmar gaming book. You made a hand just...
I scratched my nose!
It's because I'm paranoid from the last... That one you did a while back, you're like, behind my back or whatnot. It's got me paranoid about it. So, we did the Age of Sigmar gaming book. Went through that on... Obviously it took quite a while. I was saying, is it worth it? Is it better than having the core rule books and the Children's Handbook? Turned out it is in a few aspects. It's quite good. So, from going from that, now we're going to be using that book as well to actually play a game and show you how it actually plays and how to play it.
Indeed, play a game.
So,
who'd have thought it?
I know, it's just as well. It's just as well. The title of this stream and video is
about playing
how to play it. Yeah, So we've got a table set up. We're using the models from the Soul Wars starter box. I was going to say start collecting, but
bunny ears.
So from the
been planning that for about 5 minutes.
Really,
everything I've done was like, oh yeah, let's do this,
distraction.
and then get my arm into place, then just come up behind you and give you the bunny ears.
So we've got Soul Wars models from the Age of Sigmar start collecting box, or start gaming box, 2 players set. So Stormcast and Night Haunts.
I call it getting started set.
Yeah, getting started set. I don't know why, but I thought to start getting set.
Or introductory set. Either.
2-player box set.
2-player box set. Yeah.
So
2-player starter set.
we're using the models from those.
Dice included.
Oh yeah, you don't need dice and take.
We do.
Yeah. Oh, you've actually gone.
No. Oh. Sorry, you carry on. I'll sneak off and get the dice and tape measure.
Yeah, no one will see. I'll just edit you out from the entire video.
Just edit me out of the entire video, yeah. Just blur me.
Yeah. So, yes, Soul Wars, Stormcast, Night Haunt models. We've got a little bit of scenery on the table as well. Just a couple of hills and trees. And we'll have those as blocking line of sight. And then if you buy a bit big scenery, I believe it's in a couple of inches, you get a +1 to your save as well, so that's always very handy as well. Apart from that, there's not going to be much proper scenery wise as in buildings like that, just a couple of hills, couple of trees. I think we've got 2 little ponds as well.
We have.
Yes, 2 little ponds as well.
Ponds have 2
so if we can't kill each other, we might do a bit of fishing. So we shall go through this. We're playing on a 4x4, which is box standard for small games. When it gets to bigger games, you're on a 6x4 table. So we've with the Soul Wars box you get, some of these models aren't in the full unit sizing. For example, you've got on the Stormcast side of things, you have, what are those guys called? Sequators, evocators. You've got 3 evocators, and in the actual game as you're playing it, points wise,
wizard.
Yeah, the battle mages kind of thing, aren't they? They come in a unit of 5. With the Soul Wars collector box, it comes in a unit of 3.
Got to take one by the way.
Oh, I can tell. And then same thing with the Night Haunt side of things as well. The unit sizing isn't exact, but for the purpose of showing you how to play, that's all you really need. You got the models, you know what you're doing. So, let's crack on then, shall we? What we've got as well, with the Soul Wars starter box, you do get some data cards with them. And we're using these ones because we're going it from the starter set. Obviously they have been updated since the starter box's release. But we'll be going by what's on these cards.
Well, there's 90 streams then. For shrouds.
So, do you have all these guys?
In theory.
Starting off, Knight of Shrouds, which is your hero. Your general, yeah. You've got your Glaive Wraith Stalkers. Yeah, got those. Grimghast Reapers. Yeah, unit 5 there.
4.
4, okay, I can't count. Chain Rasp Horde.
It's not actually a full unit either.
Lord Escuchier.
Yep, he's there. They're chain rasps.
Guardian of Souls.
Guardian of Souls is that guy.
And Spirit Torment.
Spirit Torment is that guy.
Yeah.
I should probably move my cup of tea away from here just in case it's spilling. Yeah. Well, I'm very clumsy.
So, on my side of things, we've got the Sequators.
So I call them Sequitors.
Sequitors, yeah.
But what actually is it?
It is Sequitors. I just do it really badly.
Sequitors. Oh yeah, you call them Sequators.
Yeah, Sequators.
There's no A in there.
No.
I'm not towards right.
Yeah.
I like being right.
The amount of times I have problems with pronunciations and you're wondering if I was right.
I know. When you first met me and asked what my name was and I said Mike, you went, what's that? Rob?
What's that?
What's
So we have an RC Destroyer with us tonight. So evening RC.
Who's RC?
RC Destroyer.
So I know who that is, I think. I think that's our friend who's going to come work for us, isn't it?
Give over. You actually know what one of our Twitchers are.
It might be, it might not be. I think, but I'm pretty sure RC Destroyer was our Blood Bowl friend who's going to come work here.
So we've got the Sequators. What you call them?
Sequitor.
Sequitors. Ain't that a Pokemon?
No.
So we've got Sequitors
I know
there.
Charmander's a Pokemon.
That's about it, isn't it? We've got the Lord Arcanum on a Griff Charger, which is that one there. So Sequitors are these ones.
Also known as Pikachu.
And that one. Pikachu! We've got the Castigators, which are the ranged people.
Yeah, they're evil.
Evocators, which are those guys there. A Celestar Blister.
You sure they've got
And the Night Encounter.
Evacuators?
Evocators. No. Evo, cat, Oz. Evocators.
Just thought I'd check with you in case you got it wrong again.
RC Destroyer, it's not I wish, haha.
It's not I wish. I don't know who RC Destroyer is.
That's okay.
You do, don't you?
I do, yes.
Damn.
It's RC Destroyer.
I mean, tunes in like loads, but I still can't.
That's right. So, starting up, news in the book.
It's going to bug me all the way through the game, this.
Is this how we have having the scenery?
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks pretty.
So, with this, we have an army list on either side. Therefore, we both get a command point each at the start of the round.
Cool.
So, it says here, well, following a series of battle rounds in which a Warhammer Age of Sigmar battle is fought in a series of battle rounds, each of which is split into 2 turns, one for each player. Once the first player has finished their turn, the second player takes theirs. Once the second player is also finished, the battle round is over and a new one begins.
Doesn't help me.
Fair enough, the amount of customers we have that did live near Rotherham and then just gone, bye-bye. So, so, what are we doing then? So, starting off, we will roll a dice to see who sets up deployment first. So you've got an hourglass, which is that a 6?
It's a 6.
Son of a bitch.
I'm presuming it's a 6 because the skull.
Yep, it's a 6. Yeah, because otherwise a skull, which obviously means 1, doesn't it?
I mean, there might be enough lines on there to make 6 out of it. I don't know.
Hmm.
Yeah, we'll go with the hourglass meaning 6. I like that idea.
Matt's got 6, so he sets up first. With deployment, depending on the type of scenario you are playing, depends on the amount of area you have for deployment. With this though, we're just going for a box standard 6-inch. Is it 6-inch or 12-inch? 12-inch deployment. 12-inch deployment. That is generally what you get in most games for the basic deployment area. No, not 6 inches, sorry, 12 inches. So we've got 12-inch deployment from the table edge. So Matt can deploy anywhere within 12 inches from the deployed edge. I'll be doing the same. And once he set up one unit, I'll set up one unit, and we alternate until all units are set up. Then the person that finishes setting up their army first gets the first turn. So, starting off then, Matt sets up his first unit.
Might take it board and leave me in here.
Yeah. No, there's you not mention that on those, not even asking me. I'm just going to take a load of those. 9.
Well, I mean, I did ask you to pass them to me ages ago.
Yeah?
And you didn't, so I thought, you know what?
Oh yeah.
Train rash polish.
Huh? Sorry. First unit. So what I'll do is put dice there, and dice there. So that side of the dice line is my deployment area. Now it may look slightly wonky on the camera, but that's just the camera angle.
Camera's wonky.
Yeah. So what I will do is still trying to creep over there. There we go. Lovely. Right, so
I've
my
put
first unit
a dude down.
will be some.
I thought you just placed somebody.
No, no, they're unit of 5.
Oh. But I've just placed my next unit.
Which
So I thought you'd
is
done it.
that guy. Yeah.
I jumped the gun a little bit.
My next unit will be these guys back here. So that's 1 unit, 2 units. Those are the secretors.
I'm going to put Spirit of Torment here.
Going to have the ballista. There.
Sad times for my army.
Pretty much. Next we're going to have the evocators there.
I'm going to put the glaive storkers here.
So, those talk as that. I'll then put castigators over that.
No, I'm going to put them there.
Okay. Yep. I'll then put Knight Incanter there.
Yeah. Or put that guy there.
I'll have the Lord Arcanum on Griff Charger. Just there behind the trees. And that is set up. Matt managed to finish setting up his army first, so he gets first turn.
Yay.
So, we're playing up to 5 rounds, and the winner will be who kills the most. So, starting with that then, first point of the round is Matt now gets a command point, and it is his hero phase. So, a hero phase means he'll be able to do any spells from wizards and use command abilities for heroes.
Yeah, there's nothing I want to use.
Nothing you want to use.
I've got one command ability and no wizards. By the looks of things.
And what's your command ability?
Use it at the start of the combat phase. If you do so, pick a friendly knight or unit within 18 inches. Add 1 to the attacks of that unit.
Oh, okay.
The attacks characteristic. So I'm guessing straight into movement phase.
That would be the next phase, movement.
So, movement, you can run in this, can't you? Like you can in 40k.
So, movement, you've got your normal movement, which is what it says on your sheet. So, you flick there. You've got details there. Your movement is there, and that's in inches. You've got your wounds, how many wounds your model has. You've got the save there, what you're saving on. Your bravery comes into the end of the turn. And take bravery test. That tells you how well your models will stay in combat. So, your movement is
for these 6.
6 inches. So if you were to run, you do your 6-inch normal movement, then it's a D6 extra onto your movement.
There we go. These guys, it's 8. So I'm going to go that way. And they're going to run. 6.
That's going to be moving straight away.
Yay! You made it there, look.
Information. Did I turn it back on?
This guy's going to move 6 and 6. So 6 and 2. This guy 6 and 3. This guy is just gonna like. Can you go over a hill normally? Does it impede?
Well, you can travel over, or block line of sight.
Okay.
But you can travel over the hill.
He's going to throw caution to the wind. Yay!
I would count an inch up and down it though, because unfortunately you won't be able to, it's too much an angle to actually keep it, would it?
Yeah.
Oh, you can actually do it, alright.
Yay! This guy's going to go round the hill. So they all get to there. Then they're going to run. Ooh, they want to get in the action. And then Executioner is going to go 6 and run 1. I'm done.
Okay.
I have no shooting, which is the next phase.
So he's got no shooting, which obviously you say the next phase. Next is your charge phase. You've ran most of your units, therefore you can't charge. Not only that, when it comes to charging, you've got a basic 12-inch range with your charge. That is not within 12 inches of another unit, therefore he cannot charge. Next be your combat phase. You've got nothing in combat, so don't go off the road there. And that's the end of the turn, which is your battle shock phase. You've not lost any units, therefore you've not got to worry about battle shock phase. Now,
Okay.
over to my turn. My first turn. I now get the command point. And I have a wizard that can do a couple of spells.
All Night Haunt must die.
They can do Arcane Bolt, Mystic Shield, and Spirit Storm spells, which is generally about an 18-inch range, which nothing is in 18 inches. Because that is your 18-inch. I believe Arcane Bolt is 18 inches as well. So have a look and go to Wizards on page 9. They should have a bit to do with Arcane Bolts in that. Arcane Bolt. Successful casting value of 5. So when it comes to doing spells, it says they're a casting value. So if Arcane Bolt is a 5, that means you roll 2d6. If you get more than that value, you've successfully casted the spell. With some of these some of these spells as well, if you get a 12, it does a lot more damage. But unfortunately, with spells, nothing's in range there. We go to the command abilities for the general. Let's see. Shooting phase. So castigators have got a range of 18. Unfortunately, that is only a range of 6 inches. So I can't use any of my command abilities. So I'll save it over for the next turn. So, starting the movement, I will move my general 12 inches over towards my castigators. So, moving over to that. Then move the encounter. He's got a movement of 5 inches. 5 inches into the string, so now he's got a cover bonus there. So he's a bit in the scenery, and he'll get a cover bonus of a +1 to do saves. The evocators, they're going to be moving forward, and that's a nice 5 movement there. So, castigators, they will be moving forward as well. So that's 5 inches. So we've got the blister that can move 3 inches. And it's got a shooting range of 36 and 18. So I'm going to keep him where he is. Actually, I'll move him there. I'll move him a couple of inches, move him 3 inches. Just a little bit forward there. There. But Secators, they're going to be moving forward as well. Bring the fight to that there. They'll go on top of that mound there. So that is my movement phase. Now, I have shooting, so I can actually do my shooting phase. Start off with the ballista. So as I was saying, it's got two types of shot. Now, I need to declare what type of shot I'm doing, because there's two different characteristics for us. So, if there's anything in 18 inches, I can get 4 shots in. If there's anything, that's called rapid fire. If not, I'll have to do for a single shot, which has a range of 36. So, 18 inches, I've not got anything in range there. So, I'll have to go for the single shot, which is a 36-inch range. So, for that, it's got a single shot, 36-inch range, it's got 1 attack. I am hitting on a 3. Now, when this hits, each time it hits, I then do D6 hits on the target. So, to explain that, I'll roll see if I hit first. So, hopefully I'll get higher than a 3.
Yes!
I'll get a 4. So, it's hit. I'm firing at this unit here. So now, I've got hit, I need to roll, see how many hits I do on a D6. So, I'll roll it. And now I do, because I've got a skull, I'll do 1 hit on it. So that's all I can do. But now I roll to wound, see if I can damage that unit. So on a 3+, and I failed it. Your dice are rubbish. So he doesn't do any damage. He completely fluffs his dice. We've got the castigators on here. We'll see if anything's in 18 inches. Now, we've got a nice unit there within 18 inches. So, looking at the castigators, they have an ability. At the start of the shooting phase, it says, I've not done this, I've already continued in the shooting phase. But if I declare this at the start, I must say whether the unit is going to increase its accuracy or power of their weapons. If I choose accuracy, I reroll the hit rolls of 1. If I choose power, then it has a rend characteristic which affects the opponent's save of 2 rather than 1. I didn't get a chance to do that because I started this guy first, so I'll just do the basic attack. So I have got 5 guys there. I've got a prime there, which is the leader of the unit, and we're shooting these guys here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, unit 5 there. Now, so these guys have 1 attack each. So that's 5 attacks. Each time you hits with 6. So, I am hitting on 3s with these. The leader of the unit is hitting on a 2. So, I'll see if the leader hits first. He gets 6, so he hits. Not only that, if I get a 6 with this unit, and I'm against demon or night haunts, it gets an extra bonus. So, I'll see if the other guys hit. So, I'm looking for 3s or above. So, there's a 1 there. Then I get 2 hits and get another 6 as well. So, I've got 2 6s. Now, for this, it says here, in your shooting phase, each time you make a hit roll of 6+ for an attack made with this unit's Thunderhead Great Rolls, that hit roll inflicts D3 hits instead of 1, if the target is a demon or night haunt unit. So, that's a night haunt unit. So both D3. We get a 5 and a 4, which makes a 3 and a 2, which is 5. So, I end up with actually getting 7 hits. Now, I'm wounding on 3s again. So, there we go. Ah, that's a bit better.
There's nothing special for 6s to wound.
So, they've all hit. Now, This is where Matt if he can save any models. Look on the profile, see if they do anything about rend.
Oh yeah, you all do. You ignore it.
So, where I would have a -1 to the rend, which would effectively save, making it a 5, that doesn't matter, as the Night Haunt, they are not affected by the rend. So, you're saving on a basic 4.
Yeah, that happened. So, 4 wounds, and they have 1 wound each.
So, instantly, unit of 4 gone.
1 guy left. Oh yeah!
So that is the shooting
Colin
phase.
failed his battle shot test.
I'm not in range of any charging,
Oh no, it's not. It's fine.
so I can't do anything there. There is no combat to be done at the moment. Now it comes to battle shock phase. This is where Matt has to do something now because he's lost some units.
Yeah, I don't. It's alright.
You don't suffer
Bravery 10.
bravery 10. So the way battle shock works.
You can still explain it.
Oh yeah, I'm going to explain it.
Yeah.
So whenever you lose models, you've got to take a battle shock test. For this, you roll a dice, add the number of models from that unit that have been slain during this turn to the dice roll. And you can add 1 to the unit's bravery characteristic for every 10 models that are in the unit when the test is taken. So it's a small unit, he's not got that bonus to go there. If that roll with the amount of models lost is greater than the bravery characteristic, then you failed that test. And by each point, or each number, you failed that test by, 1 of the models leaves the battlefield. So Matt's saying he doesn't have to take a test. If he's got a bravery of 10, he's lost 4 models, even if he gets a 6, he'll end up on 10, which is the same as his bravery, so he's not going to lose any models. He needs to be over that 10 for it to work. So he's perfectly fine. That is the end of the first turn. So now we're on to turn 2. For this, we need to be rolling a dice to see who gets the first turn of this round. So start of the turn, round 2. We've got Night Haunt and Stormcast. So this dice, Night Haunt, this dice, Stormcast. So then you get a 4. Stormcast get a 6. So Stormcast gets activated first in this turn. I did not use a command point last turn, so I've got 2 this turn. So now I'll have a look at my command abilities and see if there's anything I want to use. So what's he got?
Did you win initiative?
Yeah.
That's alright. Hey, move forward. Don't get too close to them, they're quite nasty in combat.
So, command ability for the Broad Arcana. He has an ability which is in the hero phase. If you use command ability in the hero phase, pick a friendly unit of either characters within 6 inches of this model. That unit can automatically cast Empower in that hero phase. Oh, either case, no, I'm looking at the one, it's the shooting phase one. 6 inches Castigators is what I'm doing. I can use Etheric Channeling to increase the accuracy and power of that unit's great bows in that shooting phase instead of choosing only one of those options. So that's what I'm going to do. So, I'll put a dice there to show that I've used the command ability on that. Next, I've got some evocators there. So, yeah, actually,
Yes, you.
Yep. So that's his command ability used. Next, I can do any spells if I want to. So with that, I've got the Knight Encanter, again 18 inches. See if anything's in range. And nothing is, so I can't cast any spells. So now we're back to movement. So starting with the EVKs, I'm going to move these 5. So move that. Move these guys 5 inches up. Blister will move 3 inches, 4 inches, 3 inches. We'll move forward. Slowly close the gap. Encanter will come round, move in 5. So it will come round to that. Then have the Evocators and Cascades will move 5. So 5 there and 5 here. So basing line there. Then I'll have my general move up behind. So with that being done, it is now shooting phase. So again, I've got the start with the Evocators this time, so we get to use their ability. So start of the shooting phase. I can now say where it increases accuracy or power of great bows. I've got the General's command ability chucked on, so they do get that and they get both of them. So I'm re-rolling 1s during the shooting phase, and the power does get a round of 2 instead of 1, which isn't really that good considering these models can ignore their end, but it's still good for the channeling. So again, I'll see what's in range. This time there is his hero, his general. So I'll have a look at his stats and we'll see about having a shot at him. So he's got 6 wounds, so we'll see what we can do to him. So we've got 5 dice. The prime is hitting on a 2, and the rest are hitting on 3. So that prime goes through. The rest of them on 3s, and 3 of them miss. 1 of them hits, but it does that 6, so it does the D3 hits. So I'll see how many hits it does, which is 3, so that's 2 hits. So it takes up to 3 hits in total. So now I need to see if I can wound. So that is on a 3 to wound. So I get a 6 and 3 and a cocked dice, which is a 2, so I get to reroll that, which is 3. So I get 3 hits in it. Now, it means I'll do a possible of 3 wounds to it. And if you look at the Knight of Shrouds save, he's on a 4+. Okay, let's see if you've got any abilities to help him out. Right, so, okay, so he's not got any benefits to help him, so he's just on a save of 4+, on 3 dice. So right, and we got 4+, he's saved them all, so he doesn't take any wounds whatsoever. Ooh. Quite sturdy. So next to that will be the ballista shooting again. This time that unit there is within 18 inches. So now here we can do his rapid fire. So that gives me 4 shots hitting on 5. So I need 5 or higher to hit these models. So, let's see what happens. So 4 dice needing 5s. We've got 2 hits there, 5 and 6. We've got a miss and we've got a cocked dice. We're rolling the cocked dice. We've got a 5 as well. So we managed to get 3 hits on there. Now, with this blister, like I was saying, as soon as you get hit, that hit explodes. So you get to roll a d6 whenever you get hit. So that's 3 d6s I'm rolling here. See how many hits I actually managed to do. So we've got 3, a 4 and a 6. So that is 13 hits that unit has just taken. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. So double count it out. 3, 6, 9, 13. So now I've got a chance of doing 13 damage here. So on 3s to hit, to wound, sorry. So we've got 1, 2, 3. 3 that I've missed, which means 10 of these hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of those hits have gone through onto that unit and wounded. Which means they have now got to do their save. And they are saving on a They are saving on a 5+. So let's see if they've got anything else. No, so obviously they ignore modifiers to the saves. And whilst this unit has a leader in it, has a bravery of 10. So, he's saving on 5s. Let's see what happens. So, he's not done too bad there. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 saves there. So he's managed to save 4 models. But unfortunately, 6 have gone. So, take 6 off. 1, 2. 3, 4. 5 and 6. So 6 models gone there. Now that is the shooting phase completed. Next is the charging phase. Now I've got a unit there that's 9 inches away from these guys, so I might be able to charge into them. The evocators are 11 inches away there, so I'll see if I can get those charged in as well. So charging, I need 2d6. I need to get an equal length to get to these. So this unit here is charging. They are 9 inches away. To get a successful charge, I need at least an 8. So as long as I end my charge an inch away from the enemy unit, that charge is successful. When it comes to rolling for charges, all you need to do, select the unit that's charging, will be this one, then roll the dice. You don't have to actually pick which unit you will be charging against. So if you do have multiple units, you roll your dice and then you pick which one you can get, as long as you can get it in range. So 2d6, needing an 8, I get a 5. So as I've failed, I've ended up too short. I don't move up, I stay where they are. I've got some evocators here, bit of a long shot. They're needing 9 inches to get in for a charge. So I see if they want to charge. And 2 dice. I've got that 6 and a 3, that's a 9, so they get into charging. So, move the unit up. That's them up there for the charge. Next, evocators. They are needing a charge of 10 inches. So let's see if we can do it with the evocators. They get, almost a 6 there, but clocks. There's a 5 there, and a 4, 9 inches, so I fell short, so they don't charge in. Now, that's charging done. Now on to the first combat phase of the game. Yay! With this, the way it works, units that charge in first have priority over attacks. Choosing. So these guys will get to go first out of everything else, which is quite handy because they're the only unit in charge. Now they get to do a pile-in when it comes to it, which a pile-in gives you 3-inch movement to help get your models closer to the enemy. So 3 inches means I can get, well, I'll take them off the base. Means I can get 1 round to there and 1 round to there. So get rid of that. Now, what this means, that as long as I'm in weapons range of these models, I'll be able to do my attacks against them. So looking at the squeezers, we've got a prime leader and we've got 2 normal guys there with shoulder hammers. Not only is he a leader, but he's got a great mace, a 2-handed 8 mace. So we'll look at the range. They've got 1 inch on the range of the weapons. All the models are within 1 inch of an enemy model, so you can all do their attacks. They have a great mace, and the leader. So add 1 to the attacks characteristic of the great mace. So rather than 2 attacks, it gets 3 attacks. I'm starting with 3 there. Otherwise, the maces are getting 2 attacks. So that's 2 and 2. Now I've got some abilities here. At the start of the combat phase, I can say whether I will channel etheric power into its weapons or shields. If I choose the weapons, I can reroll failed hit rolls. If I choose shields, I reroll failed save rolls. So, I'm going to say now, I'm going to chuck it into the weapons. So, I reroll failed hits. With the great mace as well, which is the big guy I got there, each time I make a hit roll of 6+ for an attack made with this unit's Storm Smite Great Maces, that hit roll inflicts D3 hits instead of 1 if the target is a demon or nighthorn. So, we are hitting on 3s and wounding on 3s. And we've got 3 for the big guy and 2 for the other 2. I'll do the Great Mace first because he's got that ability. So, 3 attacks, hits on 3s. So I got 1, 2, 3, all hit. I've got a 6 there as well, which means I'm then getting the 3 hits on him. So, well, that's how many hits it gets. 3, so an extra 2 hits then. So, Great Mace just managed to get 4 hits in. Now, with the other 2 guys, hitting on 3s, 2 hits each, 4 dice. We've got 2 misses and 2 hits, so that's managed to get 6 hits through in total. Now, oh wait, I get to reroll failed hit rolls. Almost got there, so they've all hit now. So I've ended up with 8 hits on the model. Now I am wounding on 3s, so this determines whether it's actually going to take any damage. Now, with the Great Mace, he's got a rend of 1, but he does 2 damage each, so I need to make sure I'm keeping these dice separate. So the Great Mace had 4 go through, so with the wounds on 3s, he misses 2, then he wounds of 2. So they've got a potential of doing 2 damage each, those 2 dice. With the normal guys, wounding on 3s, a 1 miss and 3 hits. So, that means it's now these guys' turn to try and save themselves. So these are the Grimghast Reapers. So they've got nothing to help them, apart from the usual, they can't be affected by any rend. And they're saving on 4s. So we'll do the Great Mace first, saving on 4s. So, one's gone through, that's done 2 damage, but that one's been saved. So we'll turn that to a 2, so we know how much damage it's done. Then we've got the normal ones doing 1 damage each, so saving against these on 4s. So we managed to save 2, and 1 goes through, so it's taken a total of 3 damage. Now these Reapers have 1 wound each. So, as I managed to do 3 damage, 3 of them are gone. Now that is my round of combat. Then it comes to the opponent's turn to do their attack back. Now, where the Nighthorns only have 1 model left to attack with, it'll be this guy left to do his attack back there. So, let's see what he's got. So, he has got a 1 attack with a 3 and a 3 to hit and wound, a -1 rend and 2 damage. Now, he is going to allocate wounds inflicted by units death now after allocating wounds inflicted by units / for each enemy unit that is slain by wounds inflicted by death now. So, all I'm doing then is 1 attack, hits on 3, wounded on 3. So, he misses, he gets a 1, so he doesn't get to do any attacks back. Now, he's left there, that's all of combat done. Now we're over to the battle shock phase. So with that then, we only know of 1 unit or 2 units taking damage. So we'll start with this one. He's had 3 models gone there. And he's got a bravery of 10. So with that, I need to get a dice roll, add the lost models, and get higher than a 10. So we know this isn't possible on a 6-sided dice. I get a 2, plus the slain models makes it a 5. It's lower than 10, he stays where he is. Now these guys on the other hand, they've got, let's see, where are they? So they've got a bravery of 10. With that, but they lost 6 models. So all I need to do is roll higher than a 4 and some of these models will start fleeing. So roll the dice, I get a 1, takes up to 5, they're not going anywhere, they're quite happy. So with that, it's now over to the Nighthaunt's turn. So it's their turn too. So let's have a look at these guys and see what they've got. So it's command ability time. And spells. So he's got no spells. Oh, he has. He can either heal D6 wounds at -20. So, in the hero phase then, this is a good one. We have the Guardian of Souls there. And he has a Spectral Lure. It has a casting value of 6. If successful, I can pick a summonable Nighthaunt unit within 18 inches. I can either heal wounds to it, or if there are no current wounds on the unit, I can return a number of slain models equal to the wounds characteristic that I've rolled on a d6. So, if you've got a unit and the wound characteristic is 1 on each, I roll a d6, I can summon that many models back. If it has a wound characteristic of 2, then it's d6 halved. So, we'll see if we can cast this spell onto this unit and get some models back. So this is on a 6, so 2 dice needing 6 or more. I get an 8, it's gone off, so now I get to see how many models I get back. So, I get 4. So I rolled a 4, and get 4 models back. So that's those models back. So then we'll see if we've got any more spells with anyone else. Ooh. Turns out I missed something else here. He has got a Spirit Torment, which is at the start of the battleship phase. If 3 or more enemy models were slain in that turn, pick a friendly Nighthaunt unit within d6 models and heal wounds. So, it says if 3 or more enemy models were slain, which I haven't. So unfortunately this only works if the Nighthaunt have managed to do some damage to the stormcast. If they had, then the Spirit Torment would be able to heal friendly units or restore units back to the full health, depending on the dice rolls. So that's not too bad. Remove calm immunity in your combat phase. To do so, pick a friendly Nighthaunt unit that's wholly within 18 inches model, add 1 to attack characteristics. Okay, we've got nothing there, and abilities there. So, I've got a command ability, but I shall wait until combat phase to use it, because his one is for the combat phase. So, starting off, that was the hero phase done, with the spells abilities there. We are now on to movement. So, with that then, we'll start off with the Chain Rasp Horde. We'll move 6. Because what we'll do, if we move those 6 to all there, I need to make sure I'm at least 3 inches away from an enemy unit if I want to move past them. I'm not allowed to end my move more than closer than 3 inches from an enemy model. So that's that. I'll move these 6 as well. This guy can move forward as well. He'll move 6. These guys will move forward as well. He's got a movement of 12, so he can move straight in there on a movement. So we'll have him just out of range, so we can charge him. This little guy's got a movement of 6. And he has got a movement of 6 as well. So these are all 6. So there we go. So next is shooting phase. I have no shooting, so that's not going to happen. So we go into charging phase. This is where the fun's going to happen. So start off with the chain rasp port there. So we roll the dice for charging. We get an 11. That means I can move into whichever unit I want to almost. But I will go for a big unit here. Now, that was 9 inches. So with that, I'll actually be able to move all these models around so they touch the base. So the charge has gone all these models in, and if you notice, they're not all base contact with that, but the piling phase will make it so they're able to. Now I've got these guys here, so we'll see if they can charge in. So, start with that one, 2 dice, he gets an 8, so he's in, so you can just come in there and charge in, that guy as well. Charging is a 12, so he'll be able to, that's easily in there, because that's only about 8 inches, so he can move him around there as well. Now, charges over here, we've got a main general. He gets an 8 on the charge, so he can pile in there for the cascaders. We've got the one little guy there on his own. I'll see what he gets. He gets a 7, so he is all coming in. They're all getting in close on this. So he's gone into the evocators. Got this guy's a bit far away. Let's see if he can get in. So he's got a charge. He gets a 5. So he is unable to move, so he stays where he is. So all that's in combat has charged in. Now it's the combat phase. So with this is where I need to choose who's going to fight first. Let's quickly check in ability, see if there's anything that needs to be done. Oh, we've got the command ability for the Knights of Shroud. So this is at the start of combat phase. Pick a friendly Night Haunt unit within 18 inches, add 1 to attack characteristic. So, I could put it onto this little fella here, but I know he's going to die pretty quickly, so there's no point. 18 inches. So wholly within 18 inches as well, which means the entire unit needs to be within 18 inches. It's not going to happen, so it won't use his command ability. Now, those units that have charged, I've got a choice of picking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 models to go first. Now with this, I need to see what one I want to use first. Because once I've done my attacks, he'll be able to attack back first. So, I think what we'll do is we'll take these guys here, see what they can do. So, piling phase now. So, declare this for the first combat. So they've got a 3-inch piling, so they'll all be able to get in now. So just move them around, create a gap for all of them. have it as... So, if you look at their abilities, what do they have? So they've got a 1 inch range. They get 2 attacks each. And reroll wound rolls of 1 while it has more than 10 models. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's more than 10 there, so they're re-rolling the wounds. So 2 attacks each. And we are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So this is one thing when it comes to Age of Sigmar. You do get some big dice rolls every now and then. So I need 30 dice. I've not got 30 dice, I believe I've got 20. 4, 1, 2, 5, something like that. 10, 10. Got 19. So I've got 20 dice. So what I'll do is I'll roll 15 at a time and see how I do on the hits. So 2 attacks each then, which is why I'm needing the 15 dice. See the first 15 hit. So we're on 4s and 4s. So we've got miss, 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 miss. So now just get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits on the first one. So that's the first 15 done. And the next 15. And then we managed to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the next one. So we've ended up with 14 hits. So I should double check my dice for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 12, 13, 14. So 14 dice. See what I wound on. I wound on 4s. So I went on 4s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I managed to get 7 hits in there. 7 wounds. Now, Secretors, let's look here. So at the start of that combat phase, which we're doing now, I can choose whether to put power into the shields or into their weapons. I'm going to go for their weapons, because I'm saving on 4s, they've not got any around, so I'm confident I'm going to save quite a few of these. These guys have got 2 wounds each as well, so 7 dice. I'm saving on 4s. I get to re-roll 1s because I've got shields. Yep. So, manage to save 4 of those and 3 go through, which means 1 of them is dead and 1 of them is on 1 wound. So now is over to the Stormcast's retaliation. I've got an option of retaliating with these units or choosing another unit. Now, best way to do this is if you know you've got a unit that's just had a fight done with it, to leave that activation till last. Because if you do this unit, you know these aren't going to fight back. But one of the other units will fight back. It's best to take those out first. So, we've got a couple of units here. We've got 1 on 1 wound. 1 on 5, another 1 on 5. So we've got a couple of hero units there which are a bit powerful. So we'll go for this unit here, attacking. We'll have that little guy pile in there, and these two stay where they are. And what we'll do, turn around. We're going to have the Squater with the hammer and shield go up against this guy. Then we'll have the other two go up against there. So do all attacks at the same time. Starting with the Squater with the small hammer. He is doing 2 attacks. Combat phase. They are putting their power into the weapons. So 2 dice, 3s and 3s. So hits onto that. Both hit. 1 wounded. So with that there, he does 1 damage. He is saving on a 4. So see, he can save himself. He gets a 3, he doesn't. He only takes 1 wound, which is enough to kill him off. That is a unit gone. So next is onto the other guys. We've got the Prime with the Great Mace, which is 3 attacks. So with that, yeah, sorry about that. Just reading the card and the indicators. So, with this Squater with the big mace, he has got 3 attacks, 3s and 3s. If he gets a 6 on the hit, he does the 3 hits. So, there's that. I did forget that we are re-rolling failed hits, because he did get a failed hit, but never mind, he still took out. So, re-rolling failed hits. So you've got a 6 and a 5 and a 2. Re-rolling the 2. Gets a 4. They've all hit. He's got a 6. That is the D3 roll. Let's see how many hits we do. Is it D3? It is D3, yeah. So he gets another 1 hit on. So 3 hits. And we are wounded on a 3. So we've got 2 hits on there. So this guy can take a possible 4 damage at this rate if he can't save against it. So he is saving on a 4. So on 4s, he saved 1, but 1's gone through, so he takes 2 damage from that, which leaves him on 3 wounds. Now the last square to that, so 2 attacks, 3s and 3s, nice and basic. He re-rolls his fails, so both hit, both wounded, same again with the saves. He has a basic 4 save. So, rolling that. He's saved them both, he does take no damage. So, of that unit done. Now it's over to the Nighthaunt's attack now. I can leave these 2 guys for their attacks later because these guys are already been. They're not going to be a threat. They've gone. So it's over here. I've got a choice of using my general, or I've got the little guy on his own there. Considering there's a higher chance of the little guy going first, I'll see if he can actually do any damage first. So if you look at what he can do, he's got 2 attacks, 4s and 3s. So with this then, re-roll failed hit rolls for attacks with this unit's hunter clays if this unit or the target unit charged in the same turn. So they did charge. So I'm re-rolling failed hits. So 2 attacks, 4s and 3s. So I failed 1, re-roll it, still get 2. So that's 4, needing a 3 to wound. And I found the wound, so he does no damage there. So now it's back over to the stormcast attack. With that, we're going to do with the castigators first. Because that's the only unit that hasn't had a unit attack it back. So, castigators are going to pile in. Like so. Just going to get a little drink to wet my whistle, because I feel my voice going a bit dry. Fruit. Oh, that's better. Bit better. Now, castigators. They're up against the general. Castigators have 2 attacks each. So, with this then, 4s and 4s they're needing. So 4 to hit and 4 to wound. There is 5 of them. So you get 10 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 4s and 4s. Now, let's have a look at the general, see if he's got any good abilities with him. Nothing much good there by the looks of things. The Lord Executioner. No, so nothing with that. So, here you go, 4s and 4s. So hitting on 4, so that's all missed, missed, missed. So I've got 4 hits on there. Wounding on 4s. And all missed, all failed. Oh dear, didn't do any damage. So now, it's over to Nighthaunt's turn. Now, I know it doesn't matter which one I attack with, I've not got any more units damaging mine. Apart from the evocators going on the little guy here. So I'm not too worried about him because he's been and gone. So let's see if the Nighthaunts can do more damage. We'll start off with the Spirit Torment. So, now he has got a nice little ability, which is reroll hit rolls of 1 for friendly 9 taunt units while they are wholly within 12 inches of a friendly Spirit Torment. So that is within 12 inches of that. So I'll have him attack first onto this unit. So not only that though, but the Nightmare, the Guardian of Souls, also has an ability which is add 1 to the ruined rolls for melee weapons wielded by friendly Night Taunt models within 9 inches. So these two are doing a nice buff on each other here. So we'll do the reroll hit rolls one then. So Guardian of Souls, which is that guy there, onto the Sequators, the unit there. He's got 3 attacks, doing 3 and hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. And he gets to re-roll his hits of 1. So on 3s, we got 3 and 6, there's that 1 there, gets to re-roll that. So we've got 3 hits, wounding on 3s. Got 1 miss, 2 go through, they've got 1 damage each, so that's 2 damage if possible. At a -1 save, so rather than saving on a 4, I'm now saving on a 5 of these guys. I do get to re-roll 1s, so let's have a look. I get 2 60s, save them both, don't take any damage. Now it's over to my retaliation. The only unit I've got left to attack with, well, the only 2 units, is the Sequators or the Evocators. So I'll go for the Sequators here. There are 2 Great Maces, which will be quite handy of that. So do the Great Maces first, 3 and 2. Now this is the 3s and 3s, and if I get 6, it's doing that D3 extra hits. So let's see what happens. Oh dear, wow, that's impressive. Just rolled 5 6s. Sean, gobsmacked there, speechless. Do you hear that, Sean?
What?
5 6s just rolled. So, they've all hit, and it also means I'm doing D3 hits. Let's see what this does. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 hits. Wow. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. So, wounding on 3s. We've got 1, 2 misses, so 6 wounds for that. Now we do the normal hammer and shield guys, to which there are 2 of them. So that's 4 dice, 3s and 3s. So we've got 3 hits in there. Wound on 3s. We've got 2 wounds there. So they've got to do their saves now. We'll do these saves for the big weapons, because they do 2 damage each. Excuse me. So I don't think I've got any bonuses to saves or anything that helps him. No. So this is on 5s. And they save 4 of them. Which means 2 still to go through, which is 4 damage there. Then these are the normal damage ones, just 1 damage ones. On 5s again. Saved 1. And 1 goes through. So that means they've taken 2, 4, 5 damage. Which means 5 of the models go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which isn't too good because they could come back. So, whew. Next then, back over to the Night Haunt's turn. We've then got this guy will do next. So he is re-rolling his wound rolls, and he has got 3 attacks. That is hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s. He's got a -2 rend, which means, well, these guys are now normally saving on 4s, they're saving on 6s. So, let's see what happens. So, 4s, sorry. We've got 2 hit, wounding on 3s. 1 wounded. There you go. So I've got to do a save of a 6+, re-rolling 1s. I'll get a 1. Can it be a 6? No, it's a 5. So I've taken that damage off this guy. And it is D3 damage. And he takes 1 damage. So that guy is still alive because he's got 2 wounds. So that's not good then, is it? Going over to the Stormcast guy's turn. We will go for the Evocators. Now these guys are quite nasty because we've got 4 attacks each, 3s and 3s. So the Prime gets an extra attack, so he gets 5 attacks. And well, we know he's going down, so there's 3 there, isn't there? So 5, 4 and 4. So 3s and 3s. And all I need to do is do 1 wound and that model's dead. So a load of dice, I think it's slightly overkill. Let's find out. So 3s then. So I've ended up with only 1 miss there. So wounding on 3s as well. Well, that's not too bad though. So we've got 1, 2, 2 misses. Eee. So these have. Do these have a rend for them? They have a -1 rend. So he is saving on a 5, I believe. On a 5. So he needs to save against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 hits on a 5+. I think this guy might be dead. To which he is. Completely failed that. So, model done. So, now it is over to Nighthaunt's retaliation. There's only 1 model left to fight with the Nighthaunt, and that is the General. So we're going to the Knight of Shrouds. Okay, all wounds inflicted by this model's Sword of Stolen Hours before allocating wounds inflicted by the horse. So we'll do the sword first then. 4 attacks, 3s and 3s. So, all hit. Wounded on 3s. So got all wounded apart from 1. Got a -1 rend. So, that means the Cascades are saving on 5s. We've got 2 wins each, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. So, a 6 and 2 1s. So, one of these guys are dead, unfortunately. Now, we've also got hooves, or the horse, the steed, can actually do an attack. So, let's have a look. So, the horse has got 2 attacks, 4s and 5s. Oh, I do apologise, the sword does 2 damage each. So it's actually 2 models gone because 2 went through. Dun dun dun. So, horse having a go now. 4s and 5s. So, hitting on 4s, missed the lot, so he doesn't do any more attacks. That's that one done. That is all the units attacked now. So now it's the battle shock phase. Now if you notice, the guys over here actually have an ability for the battle shock, which is, excuse me, the Spirit of Torment. At the start of the battle phase, if 3 or more enemy models were slain that turn, which there were, 1, 2, 3, yeah. Pick a friendly Nighthaunt unit within 6 inches of this model and heal D3 wounds that have been allocated to it. If 3 or more enemy stormcast models were slain that turn, heal 3 wounds instead of D3 wounds. So, that's within 6 inches. Alright. So I've not got anything within range that I could heal up. But alternatively, instead of healing the unit you picked, if the models from that unit have been slain, you can return them to the unit. Unfortunately, I'm out of range for that ability. So that's a bit disappointing. Other than that, there is nothing, no abilities that happen in the battle shock phase. So we'll go over to battleship phase. We'll do stormcast first, because they lost some models. That's one loss from that model. They have a bravery of 7. So if I was to roll a 6, I would get a 7. I wouldn't beat my bravery, so I've got no chance of losing models there. We've got 2 models left from the castigators over here. They have a bravery of 8. So same again. If I roll a dice, can I get a 6? Add the 2 lost models, that makes 8. I'm not going to end up losing any more models. Nighthorn. See what they've got. They've got a chance of losing some models here, because they lost 5 from this lot here. And they've got a bravery of 10. So, as long as still got 10 models. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So, see what happens to these guys. Roll a dice. A 5, and losing 5 makes 10. So it came close, but they're still good. So that is end of the second battle round. We'll go to the third battle round now. Hang on. I cannot remember if the stormcast got to go and start that turn. Yes, so yeah, it is turn 3. So turn 3, try the dice. Nighthorn gets a 2, stormcast gets a 1. So Nighthorn get to go again. Oh. So with that then, hero phase. So who had the spell? One of these guys had the spell, didn't they? Magic, here we go. Attempt to ask once going on blinded by knows a couple of spells. He also knows casting power 6. So I'm going to use the spectral lure again and see if I can get models back to the chain rasp cord. So it's casting value of 6. I get a 6, so I've done it. And then I get to see my models come back to that unit. So 6, I get 6 models back. So this unit is almost at full strength again. Which isn't going to bode too well for him. Now, only command ability I've got is for him to do it during his combat phase, so I might as well use it then. I'm going to move this guy in 6 inches. Move him just out of the way so he can go and do some damage there. Shooting phase, no shooting, over to combat phase. Oh, no, for combat phase, charging. I'm going to charge this little guy over here. He's in. So now it's combat phase. So you can do your charge units first, then it's over to your normal units attacking. So charged unit will be that one over there, so he gets to go first. Oh, excuse me. I will double just check that. So, if we look for combat phase, so yes, charging units don't get priority over the others, so I do apologise for that. So it's just you choose a unit and follow that. Now you did have 1 unit, you had 3 left. So, with this then, we will see if we can wipe out a unit of sequators with the chain wraps. So, they're all in again. So, do another piling. Get the last 2 guys in, why not? Now, so we've got more than 30 dice here again, so this is going to be fun. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19. 38 dice. And the leader adds 1. So it's not 38, it is 39. So, 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18. So that's 18 dice for the hits. So do 2 rolls of that plus the next one. So 4s, hitting them. So, as there's more than 10 models, I am re-rolling 1s for the wounds. So that's always handy. I don't get any other bonuses. Add 1 to ring rolls for melee weapons wielded by friendly 9-inch units that are in 9 inches. So what I'll do for that one, so it means these chain rasp horde is actually hitting on 4s, the wounding on 3s and re-rolling the misses. So, on 4s to hits. So we've got So we've got 7 there again. Remember that number. Ooh. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 hits in total. That was on a 3. That was on a 1. So 15 then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So this is where we are wounded on 3s, re-rolling on 1s. So there we go. So 3s. We've got 3 1s there. That's handy. And that is 2 hits there. So there we go. So I've got a load of saves to make. As it's the combat phase, I'm going to put this into their shields rather than their weapons. So re-rolling misses on the shields. So on 4s for saves. Just as well, got 3 1s. So I've failed 4 there. Gets re-rolling. I only failed the 1, so 1 model is gone. At the squatters. There we go. So that is that unit done. That's the chain rust. Now it's over to the stormcast. What we'll do there is we've got the evocators over there, so we'll have a go with those. take them off their face. Do a pile. So, same. The primer's got 5 attacks. The other two have got 4 attacks. So that makes 14 dice. 5 attack, 4 and 4. And it is... So, oh, they've actually got an ability here. After resolving this unit's attack in the combat phase, pick one enemy unit within 3 inches of this unit and roll 2 dice for each model in this unit. For each roll of 4+, suffers a mortal wound. Ooh. So, we'll see how these attacks go first. So, 3s and 3s. So, we'll do that, miss that, miss that. Roll those. So we've got 5 hits have gone on. So these do 1 damage each. He has got a save of 4. So see how he does. And he's only saved 1. So he's taken 4 wounds there. That puts me down to 2. Now, that's the attacks. Oh, completely wrong guy there. So he did 4 wounds there, didn't I? And it was on that guy. So he's got 1 wound left. Sorry to say. So, Lord Execution. Now, I'll roll 2 dice for each model in the evocators. So that's 6 dice with the evocators. 2, 3. On a 4, suffers a mortal wound. So, 4 mortal wounds there. Now, the Executioner has an ability. Roll a d6 each time this model suffers a mortal wound. On a 5+, it's negated. So he's still got a chance of saving this. If these are all 5 pluses. He's got 2 ones there, he's definitely dead. So that is the Executioner gone. So now it is the Nighthaunt's retaliation. So to do that, we'll see if we can take out some more models, shall we? So we'll go for the Knight of Shrouds over there. So he's got his 4 attacks. And it's 3s and 3s. So he's got 3 hits, wounded on 3s. He's got 1 wound on there. Got -1, so the castigators are saving on a 5. They failed, so they take 2 damage, which is another castigator gone. Oh. Right, there's that done. Now, it's over to stormcast go. So we've got a choice there of either these guys or those. I'll go for the sequators over here, as these ones haven't gone yet. So I'll move them into that. And move you. No. So, so doing this way, we've got the guy with Great Mace. He's doing 3 attacks. So he's going to do his attack there. This quota is going to split his attacks. That quota's... No, sorry, right. Squater, 2 squatters in there, big guy in there. They're doing the channeling, they are using their weapons, so they're re-rolling their hits, I believe. Was it hits they're re-rolling? Re-roll failed hit rolls, yep. So, big mace guy first, onto this guy here. threes and threes. He gets 2 6s and a 4, so he gets that D3 effect on again for those 6s, which causes 4 more hits. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that gives a total of 5 hits there. Wounding on 3s. So that was a 5 for the dice roll hit. So move it back to the 5. So we've got 3 hits there and 2 misses. So this guy has got the save of a 4+. So that has also got a rend of -1. So he's saving on a 5. He's got 2 5s and a 2. So save 2, 1's gone through, taking 2 damage, puts him on to a 1 wound left. And I believe I did say those 2 are going on that one. So with that then, 4 attacks. On there, 3s and 3s again. Re-rolling misses. So all hit. 1 miss, 3 wounded. So he's got a save of a 4+. See what he does. Fails them all, takes 3 damage. And he gets left on 2. So that's not boding too well for that lot over there. So with that then, over to the Nighthorns. I didn't do his hooves. Oh well, too late for that. The general for the Nighthorn should have done some hoof attacks and he didn't. What a shame. So we'll go for the guys over here. We have the Spirit of Torment. So that means he is hitting on 4s, wounding on 2s. That is because of the Guardian Soul is having the add 1 to the rim roll. So he's got 3 attacks, 4s and 3 attacks, 4s and 2s. So rolling. I've got 2 hits on there. Wounding on 2s. And both 6s, both wounded. He's got -2 rend. That's on this unit here. They're on 4s and on 6s to save. So failed both. So it's D3 damage on both. So that is a 6, which is 3, and a 1, which is 4. So one of these guys already taken 1 damage. So that's 1. 2, 3, and 4. So there's 1 guy left and 1 damage there. Woo. So there we go. Next, it is the Stormcast's turn to do an attack. So I might as well see if the Squatters over here can do anything. I've used their channeling, so I can't put anything into the weapons. So we've got two big maces there. So we'll do those first. So that is 3s and 3s. So we've got 2 misses there. Wounded on 3s. All wounded. So the chain rasps are saving on 6s because of the Great Mace Rend. So 6s coming up. None. So that is 6 damage taken off. So that is 6 off straight away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now for the normal Squirtle. He's got 2 attacks. 3s and 3s again. 5 hit. 1 wounded. Chain Rasp, saving on a 5. Excuse me. Fouls it. Takes that wound. Another one gone off. So that's that unit done. Now we're over to the last Night Haunch unit to fight, which is this little guy. He'll move in. We'll see if he can finish off this squatter. So he has got 3 attacks. He is getting the bonus from the Spirit Tournament, so he's getting a reroll of hit roll 1. He's got 3 attacks. So 3s and 3s. So full hit. All wound apart from 1. So he's got a -1 rend, so this guy's saving on a 5. He saved 1, but 1 goes through, which means this guy's dead. There you go. So he is. Now that, only combat left now, and that's for the stormcast. They have got their castigators. And castigators in combat, I've got 2 attacks each, 4s and 4s. So I've got 2 castigators left. They've got 2 hits, 1 wound, which means the general is saving on a 4. And he fails it. Oh, puts him on 5 wounds. That's quite surprising. So now it's over to Stormcast's turn 3. Now, I've got command points, I've got spells. Let's start using them, shall we? Alright, so starting off with the command abilities. We've got the general that does a couple, but nothing's in range that's beneficial. So he's not using any command abilities. We've got the wizard that will do a spell. So with that one, got an 18-inch range. So we'll do that. So we will do an arcane bolt. So with that then, wizards I believe were page 9. Arcane bolt. You need a casting value of 5. Pick an enemy unit within 18 inches visible. That unit suffers 1 mortal wound. If the casting roll was 10 or more, it suffers D3 mortal wounds instead. So, 18 inches, arcane bolt. We'll do onto this guy, see if I can take him out right. Oh, no, before I actually do my turn, retaliation bits, I completely forgot the battle shock phase. So, before my guys actually do anything then, battle shock phase. These lost 6, they're on 10. They've got a 6, which means that takes them 2 over, so they lose 2. With these guys as well, 6 inches, they're not in 6 inches, they're further away. So that doesn't help. So I can't bring anything back with the Guardian of Souls. That's in the casting phase. Stormcast lost 1 guy. So they're not going to fail the bravery. Lost 1 guy there, not going to fail bravery, so that's alright. Back to the casting over here, on a 5, arcane bolt on him. Gets a 12, so that's D3 damage. I only need to do the 1, so he's definitely dead. So there we go then. So that was Arcane Bolt. First spell to go off. on the stormcast side. Not doing any command abilities. Movement phase. I will move my incanter 5 inches. Going to move my general 12 inches. Move through the woods. And like that. That's a movement phase. Now we'll go to shooting phase. Now, that unit's going to stay where it is. Castigators can shoot, they are in combat. If you've got a unit in combat, they can shoot, but only the unit they are in combat with. So, with that, they are going to increase their accuracy. So, they're going to reroll hit rolls of 1. So, they've got 1 attack each, there's 2 of them. Oh, excuse me. Oh, that hurt, whatever that was. Yeah. Okay, so let's try again. We're shooting with these guys. They've got two attacks. The prime is hitting on a 2, the normal guy's hitting on 3. So, prime hits, normal guy hits as well. There is a 6 there. So, as a result, this is getting D3 hits onto the general, which is 2. So it ends up with 3 hits, wounding on a 3. So you get 2 wounds on there. He's got a -1 rend, but we know rend doesn't matter. So the general there has got a save of a 4. So 2 dice. Saves 1, 1 goes through, does 1 damage, which puts him down onto 4 points. Now, shooting as well, we've got the ballista there, and that is going to do its rapid shot. It's going to shoot at these chain rasps. So we're needing 5s. We've got a 1-5 there, so D6 hits with that one. Gets 2 hits, only 2 hits, not that good, but still better than nothing. So wounding on a 3. Both wounded. It's got a -2 rend. Doesn't matter these guys, they've got a 5 save. They failed both, so that is 2 damage. So 2 of these guys are gone. Well, that is the shooting phase done. Now it's the charging phase. So, Evocator's going to charge in. 2 dice. They get a 9, so they're in. So they're in on the general there. Go and see how far away that one is. So we've got our general is going to charge this guy here, needing a 9. He gets a 4, so he doesn't. The Incanto will try and have a go. She needs 11. Or 10 actually. She doesn't get it, so it doesn't happen. So, actually saying that, they could actually charge into the chain rasps, so we'll have them charge into the rasps instead. Now, Combat phase. Ba, ba, da, ba. We will start off with the evocators and see if they can take out the general. So we've got 5 from the prime and 4 from the other 2. So they are doing 3s and 3s, and then obviously at the end of the combat they get to do the 6 dice on 4 causing wounds. So 3s and 3s. We've got 2 misses. Wounded on 3s. We've got 1. Couple misses there. So the general there, the Knights of Shrouds, has got 7 saves to make on 4+. He's failed 5 and he only had 4 wounds left. So that is the general gone. Which means, as the general has now gone, there are no other heroes that have command abilities. You won't be able to use any command abilities. So there goes access to that. You could still use command abilities if your heroes have a selection of command abilities, but with the Nighthaunt ones from the Soul Wars starter box, the general was the only one that came with the command abilities. So with that then, we've got the Nighthaunt retaliation, and they've only got the chain rasps. So we'll do an attack with all those, see if we can at least take out the Secretors. Now thankfully, not got that many to attack with this time, so I should be able to do it with just 1 dice roll. Well, 1 hand of dice rolls. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 16, 17 dice to roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 dice. Double check that. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17 dice. So, we still have him now, so that's still within 9 inches, so they're still getting their +1 to wounds. But they are not getting the re-rolling the wounds as there's less than 10. So, 4s and 3s. There we go. 4s to wounds. That's 3 to wounds, sorry. That's quite a lot there. So that is 6, 7, 8, 9 hits I've got to save against. They're going to put the power into the shields for channeling. With that then, I get to re-roll my saves. Saving on 4s. Miss. So I failed 2. So 1 of these guys are gone. There we have it. So we're over to my combat phase now. Well, my combat phase, I'm playing both people at the moment. Over to the stormcast retaliation. We shall go with... Ooh. Who shall we use? Oh, it doesn't matter, we'll get a good couple of bashes going off anyway. We'll go for the Secretors. We've got 2 of the Great Maces, so we've got 3 for one, 2 for the other. And it is 3s and 3s with those 6s again. So, freeze. Oneness. We've got a 6 there. Becomes 3 more hits. So wounding on 3s. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 hits. Ooh. So chain wraps, saving on a 5. Got 2 saves, which means 6 wounds go through. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there we go. So there's their retaliation, their attack done. Nighthorn haven't got any models in combat range to do it. The general is still within 3 inches, so he can still do a pile in. So he'll come in to do his attack next, as it's a stormcast go. Needless to say, the Lord Arcanum has got a total of 7 attacks. He should be able to take these last 2 out. So this will be the last battle round by the way things are going at the moment. So he's got 4 attacks, 3s and 3s. So with that then, he's got 1 missed there. Wounding on 3s. He's got 1 wound, 1 wounded. And it does D3 damage. So if you can save against it, can't. Takes D3 damage. Takes 3 damage, which is enough to kill them both out. He's got 1 wound apiece. So that only leaves 1 Nighthaunt model left. And he's a hero, so he's not got to worry about bad battle shock phase. So, with that said, that is how the game plays. We've ended up onto turn 3, just at the end of the Stormcast turn. I don't have to worry about battle shock at this point, because there's only 1 model. You would concede at that point. You could play a bit longer if you wanted to twitch at that point. I would roll for battle shock for those, see if they go, and then I'll pepper the hell out of that. But that is how you play Age of Sigmar. Any questions whatsoever about this video, just comment in the comment section. That would be lovely. That is pretty much all we have time for today. But it's been great playing with myself. I had much fun. My wrist is a bit sore now. But yes. With playing this as well, one thing you will find with playing Age of Sigmar is with the abilities. Because if you don't, with some of these abilities, I'll turn the camera around there. Hello. Down here, so in front of it. Scoot in. Oh. Up a bit. Try again. So, one thing you will find with this, with Age of Sigmar, is there's a lot to take in. Obviously, I've played this a fair bit. I know the gist of how Stormcasts work, not so much the Nighthaunt. And if you notice, whilst we were playing, I was pausing quite a bit to read what the cards were saying. When you do play this, you will find the same thing. There's a lot of information to take in, and you can end up forgetting about some of your abilities or some of the effects that units will have on others. So don't worry too much. When you play a game, you end up forgetting about these. It does happen. If you forget it, chances are you play them at some point as well. But once you play more and more games, you will pick up everything and you will remember everything. It's just practice and time. So don't worry too much if you are forgetting bits when it comes to abilities and what a unit does do. Depending on who you play against, they might actually be quite forgiving and say, oh yeah, you forgot to do that. I'll tell you what, you can go back and do that bit, and then we'll see how the game goes there. or they might say, well, I'm sorry, you forgot about it, you forgot about it. Make sure you remember next turn. Either way, it's still a good learning curve. Be nice and polite about it, and you'll have no problems playing the game. But that is how you play Age of Sigmar. That's quite a nice little game. Hope you've enjoyed it all. So like, comment, subscribe, the usuals, and we should catch you next week.